Like every profession, politics too has relations of friendship and enmity. Politicians like us too have personal bonds with their counterparts. Now, this relationship could be sweet or bitter. In India's political landscape, there is a bonding story of two veteran politicians whose relation is still talked about in today's political sphere. Hello, I'm your host Amina Ansari, and I welcome you all to the third episode of our show, Politics and Politicians. Today, we will discuss the relationship which veteran BJP leaders Atal Bihari Vajpayee and LK Advani shared. Their relation is something which would go down as one of the most remarkable partnerships in India's political history. They were no less than best friends. When it came to politics and their party BJP, they had that political partnership which is remarkable. They were political partners and colleagues for over 7 decades. They were the backbone of the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP. Although they had huge differences when it came to dealing on issues, they were great adversaries to each other. The only point which makes their political journey different is their beliefs and styles. Although they had all these differences, they had a deep respect for each other. It is said, when two people are best friends, then their choices match too. Same was with Vajpayee and Advani. Both of them loved literature, journalism and cinema. They had joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. They were behind building the party from scratch. Atal Bihari Vajpayee had the position of senior in the party. So he took over the party after Deen Dayal Upadhyay's death in 1968. Advani followed Vajpayee because he had his backing. During the times of emergency, Advani and Vajpayee had spent times together in prison. When the emergency was lifted, Advani and Vajpayee had merged their Bharatiya Janata Party into the Janata Party. Once their party won the elections after the emergency, Vajpayee became the foreign minister and Advani became the information and broadcasting minister. Up until this point, there was no BJP in the picture. When Atal Bihari Vajpayee and LK Advani were asked would they be loyal to the RSS or the Janata Party, both of them walked out and set up the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP. And Vajpayee became the first president of the party. The first few years of the Bharatiya Janata Party were their struggle period. Their good days started after LK Advani became the party chief in the mid of 1980s. He pushed the BJP party towards more aggressive Hindutva line, and this helped the BJP. During this time, Vajpayee took a back seat. LK Advani on the other hand showed a more aggressive form of Hindutva, whereas Vajpayee was never like Advani. Here they had differences. After the Babri Masjid demolition, Vajpayee was uncomfortable with the way of mass mobilization and demolition of the Babri Masjid in Ayodhya. Advani, on the other hand, had used this period to groom a new generation of the Bharatiya Janata Party. After all these differences, they were each other's strength. It could be easily drawn when Advani declared Vajpayee to be the BJP's Prime Minister candidate. When BJP gained power at centre, both Vajpayee and Advani became power centers within the government. Vajpayee and Advani were easily able to swap their roles, and the reason for this was their excellent teamwork. One cannot ignore the fact that Vajpayee and Advani had private tensions and differences on issues, but they maintained their ties and respect for each other in private. When Vajpayee was the Prime Minister, Advani became the Deputy PM. But after the electoral loss of the BJP in 2004 Lok Sabha polls, Vajpayee moved backward from politics. Advani at that time got his chance as a face of BJP's PM candidate in the 2009 Lok Sabha polls. However, Advani was never able to replicate the success of his friend Vajpayee. It was under the face of Atal Bihari Vajpayee and LK Advani that BJP came to be India's most powerful political party. Although they had differences, they worked together by keeping their respect and friendship before anything else. It was Advani who urged then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh to award Bharat Ratna to Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Advani listed out 10 reasons why Bharat Ratna suits Vajpayee. It would have been LK Advani who must have grieved the most after losing Vajpayee in 2018. During the prayer meet For the soul of Vajpayee in 2018, Advani spoke about his friend. Advani, in his white kurta, gave his speech. He mentioned nowhere about his part in Vajpayee's career or his role in BJP. Instead, Advani thanked Vajpayee. Advani ended his speech with, "I can only say that what all Atalji has taught us and given us. We should take all that and live our lives on that basis. The extent to which we do this, we will be able to, in a way, fulfill the values we have learned in the RSS." So, this was the story of friendship, affection, partnership, and respect in the political history of India. I hope you liked listening to this story on our third episode of Politics and Politicians. We will bring to you more unheard stories of politicians. Till then, keep watching SW News English. Stay ahead with our cutting edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.